holla. Time to bring the bass back. Had to get it on my own. Hey. Put me on some. Put me on some. Damn. I'll be with a vibe getting down.
That's what I mean. I used to sample a lot when I was like, when I first started producing, because I didn't know how to like, I didn't know how to play any like keys or anything. But like, as I got like better with playing keys, I really stopped sampling, and it just kind of cost money to like clear samples and stuff like that. The environment of making music is really important also, you know what I'm saying? I think that gives the music like a background, it gives the music like a whole different vibe, a whole different energy. It's like where you're at and what area you're in and what kind of environment, you know what I'm saying? It's like, music's like frequencies, you know what I'm saying? So like certain areas and certain times and certain like environments give different frequencies. So sometimes like we'll just be like, I'll just go on Spotify and just like go through some like older playlists, some soulful playlists. And I think like samples can come like nowadays, like you could damn near sample anything. Like I remember like it was like back in like when I first started producing, like that's when like Kanye and like they were all just using like soul samples and all different type of stuff. But now it's just like there's no rules to sampling anything, you know what I'm saying? You could damn near sample something that came out yesterday and like, you know, and then people will still be like, oh, that's tight, you know what I'm saying? But like, I think it's just, the music is just so awesome nowadays, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's literally no rules, like no rules to all of it, so it's pretty awesome. I'm looking at like, damn near some rock stuff. Definitely the stylistics, wow, this is like, the stylistics, man, like this is some real stuff right here. My dad used to be clapping the stylistics when I was a little boy, and one bro with a high-pitched voice he had the most exotic. He had one of the most exotic voices. Isley Brothers, yes. You could probably sample so much like the Isley Brothers. That you could probably sample like this damn near where every piece of music came from. Damn near like all the Isley Brothers stuff. That's Kendrick bought the or I think he bought the rights to sample like any, well I think he bought the collection so he could just sample it at any point.
So tell us about the process of creating More Than Anything.
Like we would like a lot of the stuff would be created in my room, you know what I'm saying? Like at my house, like I just started making the beat and I just have my home studio, you know what I'm saying? And then for some parts, like we rented a house in like San Diego for like a week. Oh, wow. And me and my friend, yeah, like, no, whatever, kind of like half. Like we just went down there and just like got a different vibe and like kind of like partied a little bit and made some music at the same time, which was cool. So like more than anything, I want to reflect the self-belief that I have within myself to the people listening, and yeah, it's like more than anything I want to accomplish this. More than anything I want to show people what I'm capable of doing. More than anything I want to reach all my goals and stuff like that. So like it's just like I guess like a saying, a phrase, or like something to bring all of that together. You know what I'm saying?
There were days when I dreamed about just stacking. There were days when I dreamed about...
And what was the process like with working with producers outside of yourself? Because you did, how much of it did you do?
Like a good 65% of it.
Okay. So for the rest of it, it was other producers. How was that? Because you're a producer yourself.
Yeah. A lot of the producers I would collab, like they would just probably have the initial beat, but like there was some stuff that I would like, okay, I want to change this sound, or I want to like tweak this here, or maybe add this here, and like it's like the whole project is a real collaborative effort, and like I really actually like touched a good part of like damn near every beat, you know what I'm saying? Just because there's certain stuff that I like, and there's certain ways that that I want certain beats to hit, or like how like I want a certain snare to snap this way, and a certain clap to clap short, and you know what I'm saying? So like I really touched like a good damn near all the beats, you know what I'm saying? There was stuff where I had to like redo the drums, and you know what I'm saying? So there's a certain way that I want my music and sound. And shout out to all the producers that help, because like, you know what I'm saying, like producing is kind of like something that like you kind of like it's like touchy, you know what I'm saying, like you have to have
you don't want to tell people like, yo, this is not what I'm looking for.
No, exactly. But but you know what I'm saying, but all the producers I worked with were really like open and like, okay, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, like everything was a real collaborative effort. And so shout out all the producers that were on it, you know what I'm saying, big love. So yeah.
What was the process like for you writing versus making a beat? Because now you're writing tracks.
Yeah.
What was the process of that?
It was, man, I think a lot of the music is just like, a lot of my writing just comes from like my life experiences and things I go through with it, like all the things I went through within the past like year or so, you know what I'm saying? So like now it's just like really like transforming all my experiences into words and making it sound like how I want to, and like melodically and cadence wise, you know what I'm saying? But being a producer, like I know like if I'm making the beat, I kind of know how it's supposed to sound. But when it's like a whole nother beat, it's like I feel like I almost like write better. My mind's more open when I'm like writing on other people's beats. So like you could tell on other beats that I didn't initially start, a lot of the songs are more like wider in the spectrum and like wider in just like thought process, I guess.
What's your favorite song on the album?
They're all my favorite. I like, you know what I'm saying? They're all like my babies. So like, I don't know, I just kind of look at like songs like babies, like, you know, you create this baby and then like you like nurture it and try to give it all you can, and then like you just kind of like release your baby into the world. It's like, all right, baby, get out there, baby. But no, they're all my favorites. But if I had to choose one that represented me the most, it would probably be Put Me On Something featuring E40.
If they hating, got a price to pay. California on my license plate. Last year they ain't even like the bay. Damn, but we don't.
Because it's just such a true representation of myself. Like it's energetic, it's fun, it's like it's hyphy, it's turnt. You know what I'm saying? Like I got big 40 water on it. Like shout out 40 water. Yeah, and he's like the ambassador, so like anything that he's a part of is just like, you know, in my eyes, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, it's legendary. So I'm glad he was able to do that, or like he was like able to bless me, you know what I'm saying, because he doesn't like just do that off of like love, you know what I'm saying. So I'm glad he was like able to be a part of that.
You had a few artists on there. You had G-Eazy, you had Marky Basie, and like you said, you had 40 on there. So how was it like collaborating with so many different sounds?
It was cool because like like all those people are like my actual friends. So it's just like when we get in the studio or when we collab, it's just real natural. It's real like, it's like we all have kind of like a chemistry, because you know we're all like Mark's from the Bay, Jeezy's from the Bay, 40's from the Bay, you know what I'm saying? So we all kind of have this kind of like Bay Area like connection, and we all kind of understand that we're pushing the sound forward and we're pushing the Bay Area music and culture forward, you know what I'm saying? So it's like real, like I don't know, it's just making music with my friends is like the most like natural thing to me. I mean, would never want to like make music with someone who's not my friend, you know what I'm saying?
Who's not gonna be feeling your music.
Or who's not like just, you know, like in the same like mind frame, or like oh yeah, he's doing it to help me and I'm doing it to help him, you know what I'm saying? So I think the same that chemistry is like what's needed, I think.
And how do you find your samples for the tracks that you produce?
One of the songs on there is called Much More. It's it was like a De La Soul song. And my friend Migos to God, shout out Migos to God, he was just like, he was at my house, and I was actually writing to this other beat, and he was in the other room just like making a beat. He was like listening to some old hip hop stuff, and he played like the De La Soul song, and I was like, hold on, like we gotta sample that, like, and like reflip it and like play some chords over it, and he like played some chords over it.
What's one of your favorite tracks that you produced?
I think my favorite one is It was actually on this new project. I produced it with my homie Jay Graham. He produced like Broccoli and stuff for drum. It's a song called Feel Good with me and G-Eazy. Like it's like it's a whole different sound from what I would usually do, but I think it's like such a bigger sound. It's like the beat's so like monstrous, and it sounds like someone's like running through like the forest on fire. I think that's how I look at it, or like it seems like someone's like chasing after you, and it just makes you gives you this like crazy rush. Yeah. So like I feel like it was like a sound that I was like never really like tapped into. But you know, like getting out of my comfort zone is something that I always want to do, you know what I'm saying? Because I think when you get out your comfort zone, that's where like the best things come from, you know what I'm saying? Like new ideas and like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's like my favorite one right now, just because it just sounds so huge. It sounds like some like stadium music, you know what I'm saying? So like I think that's like probably one of the like bigger songs that I produced like lately. So yeah, I think that's my favorite right now.
Is there anybody that you want to produce for that you haven't yet?
I want to produce for Drake.
Drake?
Yeah.
Drake. You hear that?
Tap in with a real big boy, man. Come on, man. Nah, but shouts out Drake. He's awesome. Like he's like probably one of my favorite artists, or like him, or like Kanye West, or actually Jay-Z too. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Dope. Supposedly he's working on an album right now, so this is like perfect time.
Jigga, come on, man, come on, tap in with a real player, man. No, but yeah, no, Jay-Z.
Like, let me get Cool Pump Collector. Yeah. Yo,
Jay, man, come holler at me, man. Nah, I mean, growing up, like Jay-Z was like one of my favorite rappers. So like, and like, what any of my idols, I would like love to, like, especially just to soak up game and like. You know what I'm saying? And just to like receive the knowledge that they've obtained over the years, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I just feel like to be great, you gotta like study the greats and like learn from them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, like any of those guys would like probably be somebody I would like dream of, you know what I'm saying? Anybody
from the Bay? Because you gotta shout out somebody from the
Bay. Oh yeah, man, I still haven't done anything for Too Short. So Too Short, my OG.
No words, just say.
Hey, come on, come on. I need you. I want to produce something for you. I mean, R.I.P. Mac Dre. If I was able to produce for anybody, I would definitely produce for Mac Dre. R.I.P. Because I think he just like his style was like, and it's crazy because like my manager used to manage Mac Dre.
Oh wow.
Before he passed.
Yeah.
And he said he would choose like the weakest beats on purpose.
Oh really?
Just so he could like, you know, cause his style was so unique that he could just make anything sound good. So that's why I was like, wow, if he was like on some crazier beats, like he would like really kill it. He would really go crazy. So like, I would definitely want to produce for Mac Dre. Like that's like one of my, like I was like, that's like one of my dreams, also to see him in concert. Yeah. But I mean, I'm never gonna see him in concert. But R.I.P. to the Drizzle. You feel me? Got it tatted.
Oh, that's dope.
I want to be myself. I'm gonna be myself at all times. So, yeah.
Had to get it on my own. Put me on some.